Dun, 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 dun. This is okay. Not entirely surprising they're making a new Indiana Jones movie just because, hell, if I pay $3 billion for Lucasfilms, I'm going to make whatever the hell I want to make my money back.
Sure.
So we always knew they're going to make a new Indiana Jones movie, Disney was. I didn't think they're going to bring Harrison Ford back.
No, neither did I.
13 years after he was, or excuse me, 11 years after he was already too old in 2008, when he did the last, it wasn't a disaster, it just was not good, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So they're going to start filming probably, I'd say later 2017 or 2018. There's no script yet, but they have confirmed a release date, July 19th. July is always a good month for Indiana Jones. That's when most of them came out, I think, or around there. 2019. For the fifth epic block adventure in the series, Spielberg's going to be back. And then Harrison Ford reprising his iconic role. And it doesn't sound like it's just going to be a cameo with him, you know, maybe going back to how he was. I think he did one episode as an elderly one back in the Young Indiana Jones Adventures, thinking, you know, going back to his past. I think he's going to star in it wholesale. You know what? Okay, Harrison Ford's in great shape for his age.
Yep.
He's like, for his age, he's in really good shape. He was in great shape in 2008. But he's going to be like, what, 77 when this movie comes out? How old is he now? He was like 62 in 2008. So he's going to be like 75 when this comes out. At some point, you got to say enough's enough. What is this going to take place in the 70s? We're going to be that much more ahead in the timeline? I mean, I'm just surprised they're doing it. If it ends the series with him, that's fine, because Crystal Skull was mostly CG garbage. Spielberg hated the script. It's public. Lucas forced him to do the script. He didn't want to do it, and even Harrison Ford was like, all right, I'm getting old, let's do this movie. Lucas is out of his mind. He wants to do this freaking Alien script, which goes against everything from the previous sort of tone set in the other three Indiana Jones. But I'm okay as long as it's a great script. But I always thought they would go the James Bond route and just recast it and do adventures with someone else.
I did too. He had a great turn as Han Solo in the new Star Wars movie. Thought he was fantastic.
The best he's been in probably all the Star Wars movies besides Empire.
Yeah. In fact, to me, I still say this to this day, the main thing that helped me differentiate it from A New Hope, which it had a lot of similarities to, was it felt like a Han Solo movie almost more than anything else. Yes, we were introducing good characters, but Han Solo was central to so much of it. And Harrison Ford looked great in that movie. Old? Yes. But he played his role great. If they cash in on where he's at right now and do one more movie, I don't think it's as dire as everyone's making it out to be with the walkers and shit like that.
No.
I think he might have one more good movie in him as Indiana Jones where he kind of plays the aging Han Solo role. But that's got to be it.
But he was aging in 2008.
Yes, I know.
And this is 11 years after that.
I realize that. But I just, like I said...
Get that eugenics going. Get whatever Stallone's taken. That's all I'm saying.
That's got to be it. That's got to be it for it. And I feel like, yes.
Lucas better not be involved with the script. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. If they're going to continue the Indiana Jones series, you are going to have to see a James Bond-style recasting.
Which I wouldn't mind. I mean, hell, they did it with the young Indiana Jones. There was like 2 or 3 guys that played it. River Phoenix played him in the movie. There's 2 other guys, I think, kids that played him in that. So he has kind of been James Bond to a degree.
Yeah, I think someone was mentioning there was rumors that Chris Pratt would perhaps take the role in.
That was rumored. There's like...
He could do it.
There was actually that actor that looks stunningly close to a young Harrison Ford that actually played a young Harrison Ford in a drama movie that came out a few years ago, and they're actually might cast him as a young Han Solo. I don't know if you saw him, but he looks like a young Harrison Ford. He's pretty damn close and actually has the voice. Go on YouTube. He actually had a YouTube clip. I don't know his name off the top of my head. YouTube clip where he did a lot of Harrison Ford lines, and they saw that video and ended up casting him as the young Harrison Ford in a drama that came out. So Harrison Ford knows about him. I'm not saying you pick him for your young Indiana Jones, but he looks just like him. So at least you could start from there. Would make sense. But I'd rather just recast totally like James Bond and have someone else make it their own character if you want to go that route, or just finish with the 5th and that's it. They do a 5th one, it'll make $800 million like Crystal Skull did or whatever, and then be fine with that. And then they can actually finish on a high note. Hopefully, no. But then they had Shia LaBeouf, who's now been a weirdo the past years and is not really acting that much anymore in mainstream stuff. And then you had he got married at the end of the 4th one. They really shoehorned in that character. from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was just, I want to see Short Round back. I want to see Short Round would be fantastic to see back.
Sure.
There was references. I think originally there was going to be a reference to a script where he was originally going to be in Crystal Skull as the sidekick. That would have been awesome to see Short Round back.
Sure.
Because that was actually I love Temple of Doom.
Oh, so do
That's
I.
my favorite.
That's probably mine too.
Which I know is sacrilege the
Yes,
most.
I know.
But that relationship, that sort of father-son relationship between Indy and Short Round was absolutely fantastic.
I love Temple of Doom.
And not to have Short Round back ever again after that, just to find out what's going. And the guy's probably like a 40 by now, the actor or whatever.
Sure.
Or a little bit older than that, but get him back in there.
It would be fun.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do that. You know, they didn't really reference that much else, but well, Spielberg's actually married to the actress from Temple of Doom. after seeing how good she looked in that movie, he was like, yeah, I want to cast her or as my wife. So I will see this. I'm not totally down on it. I'm just shocked that they're doing it if he's going to be totally starring in it 100% versus flashing back.
Right.